The film begins in the dazzling streets of Istanbul, Turkey's historic and beautiful city. Here, we see an American tourist, Billy, who has come on vacation with his girlfriend, Susan. However, there is another motive behind this trip, a secret that is about to change his life completely. Before returning, he is preparing to take a large quantity of drugs back to America. Being cautious, he starts taping the drugs to his body. His heart races, and beads of sweat begin to form on his forehead. This is his first attempt, and he knows that if caught, the consequences will be dire. As soon as they arrive at the airport, Billy's anxiety increases. During the security check, his heart starts racing, but luck is on his side. He passes the first check. However, he is unaware that airplane hijacking incidents have been on the rise in Turkey lately, leading to heightened security measures. Just before boarding the plane, he is subjected to another thorough search, and this time, luck abandons him. He is caught red-handed. Billy's girlfriend, Susan, watches the scene from a distance. She cannot believe her eyes that the man she loves is involved in such a heinous crime as drug trafficking. The police arrest Billy and take him for questioning, but being unfamiliar with the Turkish language, he cannot understand anything. An American diplomat is called in to handle the situation, who directly asks him, "Who gave you these drugs?" Billy remains silent. But when he is assured that if he reveals the name of the person, he will be released, he hesitantly agrees to tell everything. He says that he doesn't know the man but can take them to him. After this, the police put him in their car and head to the specified location. As soon as they arrive, the police apprehend that person. But it was all a trap. Billy was also meant to be arrested. Realizing this, he tries to escape but cannot evade the police's grasp. He is now taken to jail. Before entering the prison, his hair is brutally cut off, as if his identity is being erased. Here, he meets an old inmate, Rifki. Rifki has been locked up in this prison for years and has made it his home. He is loyal to the prison administration and is notorious for exerting his influence over the inmates. Billy now has to fight for his existence in this unfamiliar world, a world where there are no rules, only the dominance of power. Billy is now placed in his cell, but there is no blanket for him. Just then, a prisoner from the adjacent cell starts talking to him. He tells Billy that there are many blankets outside, and he can go and pick one up if he wants. In fact, Billy's cell door had accidentally been left open, allowing him to go outside and grab a blanket. However, Rifki informs the police about Billy's actions. As a result, the police catch him.
I need a blanket, I was cold.
He is beaten so badly that Billy loses consciousness. When he regains consciousness, he finds himself in a new cell. The police had tortured him so much that he could barely walk. In this new cell, there are two other inmates, one named Jimmy and the other Eric. They help Billy stand up and assist him. Then they take him outside, where many other inmates are present. There, Jimmy tells him that all kinds of criminals are imprisoned in this jail, who have committed very serious crimes. Trusting anyone here can be dangerous, as everyone is filled with rage. In the course of conversation, Jimmy gets into a fight with someone as usual. Eric asks Billy why he was arrested. Billy explains that the police found 2 kilograms of drugs on him. Then Billy asks Eric if any inmate has ever been caught for drugs and later got bail. Eric tells him that 5 years ago, an inmate was brought here, accused of possessing 200 kilograms of drugs. But he had hired a capable lawyer who got him out of jail. Now Jimmy is curious to know about that lawyer, but Eric doesn't have much information about him. However, he does mention that he knows an inmate who has been here for many years and might know something about that lawyer. After this, Billy goes to meet that inmate, whose name is Max. Due to years of imprisonment, his mental state has become somewhat unstable. Still, when Billy asks him about the lawyer, Max tells him the lawyer's name, Yessel. A few days later, Billy's father comes to visit him.
Dad, I'm sorry.
Nah, forget it. Punch you in the nose later. Right now, we gotta get you out of here.
How's Mom?
Well, she's bad. Where'd you get that limp?
Oh, nothing. I just twisted my ankle.
Seeing his son in a foreign jail breaks him down inside. With tear-filled eyes, he promises that he will get him out of there at any cost. During this visit, he also brings the lawyer Yesel, who will now fight Billy's case. Soon, Billy's case is presented in court. Lawyer Yesel makes every effort to prove him innocent, but despite this, he is sentenced to 4 years in prison. Outside the court, Yesel reassures him that he could have received an even longer sentence for the drug case, but 40 years is relatively light. He will be released soon. But for Billy, 4 years is no less than a century, as he is locked up in a foreign jail.
Candy, this writing paper, toothbrush. I've been writing insurance policies for 30 goddamn years, and now I gotta see my own son.
I find loneliness is a physical pain which hurts all over.
After returning to jail, Jimmy shows Billy and Max a map of the prison. Both express surprise at where he got this map. Jimmy explains that he saved an architect's life, and in gratitude, the architect gave him the prison map. Looking at the map, Jimmy tells them that there are 2 ways to escape the prison. Either they can go out through an underground tunnel or climb over the prison's high wall. However, climbing over the wall is extremely risky, as there is a high chance of getting caught. Therefore, Jimmy suggests that they should escape through the tunnel, but he needs both of their help. However, Max and Billy refuse to join this plan. Billy's sentence is only 4 years, and they do not want to risk increasing their sentence by getting involved in something dangerous. Now Jimmy's anger is at its peak. He is so furious with his 2 companions that he decides to climb over the prison's high wall and escape alone. But fate has sensed his intentions. Just as he tries to climb the wall, he is spotted by vigilant guards. They catch him and beat him mercilessly, leaving him in serious condition. Time continues to pass. Before anyone realizes, Billy's 4-year sentence is nearing its end. Only 53 days remain, but fate has something else in store. Then news comes that the party fighting against Billy has filed a petition in the Supreme Court. The decision shocks everyone. Billy's sentence is increased from 4 years to a full 30 years. Hearing this, the ground slips from under Billy's feet. Once again, the court's door is knocked on. Billy makes every effort to reduce his sentence, but the harsh shackles of justice hold him tight. The Supreme Court upholds his previous decision, and Billy is thrown back into his cell. Sitting alone there, he begins to flip through the pages of the past. Jimmy's words from 4 years ago echo in his ears. Escape from the jail. Now he is convinced that the only way out of here is to escape. Billy includes Max in his plan. Now the 3 of them start looking for a way to escape from jail. After much effort, they spot a tunnel behind the prison wall that could lead outside. The next night, they all start removing the bricks from the wall. After hours of hard work, they create a large hole and enter the tunnel. But once inside, they find that the path ahead is blocked. Seeing this, they become disheartened. Billy tells his companions, "We should return now. We will think about this again tomorrow." As they come out of the tunnel, at that moment, the notorious informant Rifki catches wind of their attempt. He immediately informs the prison warden. The next moment, chaos erupts in the prison. All the inmates are gathered, and questioning begins. Bo tried to escape. All the inmates remain silent, but the guard's eyes land directly on Jimmy, because he had previously attempted to escape. Without any other evidence, they arrest him and take him away. What happened to Jimmy afterward, no one knows. Realizing that Rifki is behind all this, Billy's blood boils. He vows to take revenge, but Max stops him. If you lay a hand on him, you could get life imprisonment. Max suggests that they should attack Rifki's most prized possession, his money. That night, Billy and Max steal his money and set it on fire. The next morning, when Rifki sees his hidden stash, he is left stunned. This incident reaches the prison administration, and all the inmates are thoroughly searched. During the search, drugs are found in Max's pocket. It is clear that this was Rifki's conspiracy. The guards take him away, and Billy watches all of this unfold. Billy's eyes blaze with rage. As soon as the guards are out of sight, he decides to pounce on Rifki. He lunges at him with all his strength and continues to beat him until his heart stops. Now, it has become impossible for Billy to stay in jail. Mental stress and a long struggle have taken a deep toll on his mind. Ultimately, he is sent to a mental hospital. 7 months have passed here. The scene opens in a corner of the mental hospital, where Billy is still in prison, but his mental state has deteriorated even further. There is an unspoken pain in his eyes, and madness has taken a deep hold on his mind. Meanwhile, he meets Max in the hospital, whose mental condition has also become pitiable. There is no recognition left in Max's eyes, and he does not even recognize Billy when he sees him. During this time, Billy's girlfriend Susan comes to visit him. As soon as she sees him, old memories flood Billy's mind. However, Susan is shattered to see his pitiable state. Concern and pain are clearly reflected in her eyes. She stops and holds Billy's hand, saying firmly, "You have to get out of here at any cost, or this place will completely destroy you." Susan had brought an album with her, which contained pictures of her and her father. As she slowly opens the last page of the album, she says, "This is your way out. You can be free with this." Billy takes the album and looks at it carefully alone.
Hey, devil! Devil!
And as he opens it, his eyes widen. Inside are stacks of money wrapped in bundles. His father had sent this money so that he could somehow get out of this place.
Max, you see, if I stay here, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna come back for you. I promise.
Now Billy goes to a guard, shows him the money, and expresses his desire to go to church, but the guard deceives him. He takes the money and leads him to a dark place, where his intentions change. He tries to assault Billy, but as soon as Billy gets a chance, he attacks the guard with all his strength. The guard's head hits the wall, and he dies on the spot. Now panic overwhelms Billy. His mind starts racing because if the guards find out about this incident, his death is certain. Then he comes up with a trick. He takes off the guard's uniform and puts it on himself, planning to confidently walk out of there. Billy's heart races. With every step, he fears being recognized.
Hey!
But the magic of the uniform works, no one can recognize him, and he successfully escapes from the prison. With the help of the money sent by his father, he finally returns to his country. As soon as he reaches home and meets his family, tears of relief and joy well up in his eyes.